Walk with me.
Does not wisdom cry and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of the high places by the way of the places of the pass. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, I call. And my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall bring right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instructions, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Wisdom dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. Fear the I am is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. By me kings reign, princes decree dresses. By me princes rule and nobles, even all judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead the way of righteousness, in the way of righteousness, and in the path of judgment, that I may cause those who love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. The I am possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I will set up from everlasting or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. While as yet he had made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world, when he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set compass upon the face of the depths, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea his decree and the waters could not pass his commandments, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, when I was by him as one brought up with him, I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. Rejoicing in the habitable parts of his earth. My delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instructions, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whosoever findeth me findeth life, and obtain favor from the I am. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Proverbs chapter 8. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits, who have swayed the thoughts of men's hearts. And let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me and my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. Yes, all praises to the Most High. All praises to him who possessed heaven and earth, time and space. Even wisdom being in him is him. And we thank the Most High for all that he has done. Yes, all praises to his holy name. Yes, you're walking with Mr. Clay. I'm Mr. Clay. And we thank God for those of you also. Those of you that have been with us since the beginning, and those of you that have been with us here and there's about, and those of you who have just subscribed, as well as those of you who are about to subscribe. Oh yeah, even those of you that are Ewing. We just praise the Most High for you. Yes, He is good. His commandments, statutes, and ordinances are the way, the truth, and the life we should live. Yes, even that measure that they give by which we shall be judged. Yes. We're in Ezra. Yes, Ezra. I believe he was a priest. Ezra. And that would bring us to Ezra chapter 2. Yes, Ezra chapter 2. Now, we just read where the king of Persia, God had dealt with his heart and gave him a decree to go build the sanctuary back in Judah, back in Jerusalem. Yes. And now you have to realize that God had kept some of these people, God had put in their heart to keep their genealogies. Now, many of us that are, or say we are the children of Israel, we have to understand that our genealogies have been lost. You have to see the heathen has been instructed. He is the spirit that is upon him. Have been instructed to delete all genealogies of the children of Israel. They know some of them have records. The records are vague, and through the Arab slavery, through the slavery in the U.S. and Spain and Portugal, records have been destroyed as to what tribes, and you get this chart they have. That chart was made by colonizers. That chart is no good. That's why they got that little tax-free exempt thing, because they do what the colonizer says, these camps that do those things. But either way, it has been erased. We do not know. Now, if you have that type of genealogy where your parents can take you back up to some point in time where your ancestors were in Israel, that's good. Whether you be on the continent of Africa, or whether you be in the U.S. or Spain or Portugal, or those places where it is recorded, yes, that is good. Not everybody that looked like me is from Israel. Everybody that looked like me is not of the children of Shem. Yes, some of us are Japheth, some of us are Ham. Yes, we come from different places, but we have similar hues. Kinky hair gets a little looser as you grow older. But either way, God knows those that are of the seed of Jacob. And we thank the Most High. Now it reads in Ezra chapter 2, as they've been called back to Judah to receive, some have given monies, gold, even the king himself have given back things that belong to the temple that's in Judah or in Jerusalem. And it reads, now these are the children of the province that went up out of the captivity of those which had been carried away, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had carried away unto Babylon, and came again unto Jerusalem and Judah, every one to his city. See, they remembered. It hadn't been so long that they could forget. They kept records. Some of it was orally, some of it was on paper, but they kept records. And they were able to go back. The Levites knew who they were. The Benjamites knew who they were. The tribe of Judah knew who they were. Yes, they knew who they were. Benjamin is really Benoni. That's what his mother named him. They say, but his father called him Benoni. That's neither here nor there, and take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure his mother named him on her deathbed, and most fathers would honor that. They will truly honor it. Now, these are the ones that the king of Persia, that was the list was given to the king of Persia, which came with Zerubbabel, Yeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Reliah, Mordecai, Bilshan, remember Mordecai, Esther, Bilshan, Mizpar, Bigvi, Rehum, Bani, and the number of the men of the people. Now we're getting into genealogies. These are the people that God had touched the king of Persia. I believe this is because of Esther. God used Esther. In other words, she had to relinquish her bearing seed unto the children of Jacob. Although she is a child of Jacob, she bore seed to the prince of Persia, or the king of Persia, is what she did as being his wife. And she did that because she sacrificed herself. You can call it a sacrifice, or you can call it she given herself for her people, because she loved them with all her heart and her God. And she had to really, you have to realize, how did these people keep the commandments, statutes, ordinances, and laws? And they were in captivity of a pagan king. All the kingdoms of the world in that time were of a certain religion. They were from a certain God. Yes, they were. Whom God has appointed certain spirits to be over these people. Do you not know that Christianity is not the same as what you would see here? As far as the Old Testament is concerned, that is not the same person. That is a paganistic religion, as well as those connected to it. It is pagan. People don't understand because they will not know. You can't tell them because they cannot see. God has handed them over to blindness. And this advent of what we call Isus is the blindness that God has handed these people over to. And it's by fortune and it's by reason that even you and I can come to the realization that the law standeth sure. The law is sure. The law is pure. The law is holy. And it makes one holy. It makes one clean. Even as the psalmist says, it's just purer than pure gold, even much fine gold. And it's sweet because it brings health to your spirit or the bone. Because it satisfies the Most High with your life, even to the point where he deems you as righteous. Yes, that's true. Now in verse 3, he says that going into the genealogy of these people who've kept the list and who did not forget who their fathers were the children of Parsh, 2,272. These are just a remnant. The children of Sephathiah, 372. The children of Ara, 775. The children of Pahath Moab. The children of Yeshua and Joab, 2,812. The children of Elam, 1,254. The children of Zatu, 945. The children of Zakai, 703 score. That's 60. The children of Bani, 642. The children of Bebai, 623. The children of Asgad. See, they had to number these people. They had to number them. So I ask myself a lot of times, and you go into the book of Revelation, how in the world did you number the 144,000? Where you get all this from? I can about imagine, you had these children here. So you had to take all these tribes and you had to go down and you just generally got their fathers and said, well, 144,000. There were many tribes that come from these fathers. Jacob started out as a tribe from Isaac that was chosen of the Most High. Now these were chosen tribes of the Most High. So we got to get it right here. The children of Bebai, 623. The children of Asgad, 2,220. The children of Adonikam, 666. And the children of Bigvai, 2,056. The children of Adin, 454. The children of Ater, this is not how they counted, but this is translated into this many. Of Hezekiah, 908. Hezekiah, was he Hezekiah the king or what? Hezekiah. Was Hezekiah their father? The children of Bezai, that would be of the line of the seed of David. The children of Bezai, 323. The children of Jorah, 112. The children of Hashem, 223. The children of Gibar, 995. Yes, the children of Bethlehem, 123. The men of Neptophah, 56. The men of Anathoth, 128. The children of Azmapheth, 42. The children of Kajathharim, Chephara, and Beeroth, 743. The children of Ramah and Gaba, 621. The men of Michmas, 122. The men of Bethel and Ai, 223. The children of Nebo, 52. The children of Magbish, and 156. The children of other Elam, 1,254. The children of Hiram, 320. The children of Lod, Adid, Ono, and Ono, 725. The children of Jericho, 345. The children of Shani, 3,006. Jericho was a city, a Canaanitish city. These were the children of Israel that were in the land of Jericho, or in the city of Jericho, which was called Jericho, I believe. Sina, 3,630. The priests, they were numbered also. Whereas even in the book of Revelation, God does not number the priests. These priests were numbered because they had to know what was among them. Who was among them? Of the house of Yeshua, or Jeshua, however you want to call it, 973. So this is where they got Yeshua from, huh? The children of Immer, 1,052. The children of Pashur, 1,247. The children of Harim, 1,017. The Levites, the children of Yeshua or Jeshua, and Kadimiel of the children of Hadavah, 74. The singers, the children of Asaph. In other words, this is people, men that could sing, whether they sung deep or high. And then you had some women that would sing too, but mainly they came from men. I don't think they sung like the falsetto men, but they sung like men. The children of the porters, the children of Shalom, the children of Alta, the children of Talmon, the children of Akbab, and the children of Hatita, the children of Shobai, and all the 139, and the Nethinims. Who were the Nethinims? The kings that came out of Canaan and came unto Joshua as beggars. And Joshua said, you will continually serve as those who draw water. The children of Ziha, and the children of Hasupha, the children of Teboeth, the children of Kedos, and the children of Seiah, the children of Padon. Maybe you might have heard this in your family, some of these people who have came out of Judah. Now, this was not all. There's still children of Judah, children of Israel, that were still in Israel, but they were not taken captive because they were poor. They were not of any type of renown or reputation. The children of Kiros, the children of Siha, the children of Padan, the children of Lebanon, the children of Hagabah, the children of Akbab, the children of Agab, the children of Shalmai, the children of Hanan. So you have to realize a lot of these people that left from the conquest of Judah by the Romans, many of them went into Africa. They went all the way to South Africa. This is where you probably have your Akosa tribe. But they all only have a certain, they don't have the law as we have it. Many of them are not obeying the law as it is put toward the Most High. You have those who say they were Levitical priests, but do they practice those things the Levite practice? Are they set up as Levites before the Most High and going into the land and seeking out the children of Israel? You have to be careful about some people who say they are of Israel and they may not be. They might know its ways, but don't know, are not the ones that God have chosen. We have to be careful. Oh yeah, they're children of Israel. Oh, they this tribe. Yes, they have people in their tribes, but many of them, if a man of another tribe lay with a woman of a tribe, that child is not of that tribe. Not by the way of the Most High. We're talking about a seed line. We're not talking about bloodline. Now, yes, you have the DNA, but the seed of the man is what God counts. And we know that from the book of Enoch all the way to the book of the last book in this history, an account of the children of Israel. Now, we're on 47. It said, the children of Giddel, the children of Gihar, and the children of Riah, the children of Rezin, and the children of Nekoda, the children of Gazam, and the children of Uzzah, and the children of Pesia, and the children of Bisha, Sai. And the children of Asna, and the children of Mehunim, and the children of Nepusim. This is Judah. He's just talking about, he just got out of the numbers because there's a lot to count. The children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakufa, the children of Harhor, the children of Baal-Zeluth, the children of Mehida, the children of Hasha, the children of Barkos, the children of Sesria, the children of Thamah, the children of Neziah, the children of Hatifa. Now we get to the point in 55. It says the children of Jaalah, and the children of Darkon, the children of Giddel, the children of Zephatiah. Some of you in other lands might have some of your children named. That would give you a clue if your parents have named one of your brothers or sisters or father or your mother is named, that you can identify with these genealogies. That's why it's so good to go down them, because if your name is, we're not talking about those, we're talking about those of you that are in tribes of South Africa, tribes of in the West, Burkina Faso, all these. You had settlers, people that ran. You had refugees from, should I say, the tribes of Judah. Refugees that if the man had made it with your people, then that child is of the people of Judah. Yes, he is. He's a full-fledged member. Now, these things have happened, the mixing. But the mixing is not of the woman. She should have sought herself out. An Israelite woman should have sought herself out an Israelite man. Therefore, that her children might be that which God calls for, and they teach them the way of the commandments, statutes, and ordinances of the Most High. Yes, that should have happened. Now, but we don't know, because many have rebelled against the Most High and have adopted the ways of the heathen. And some tribes, even in the United States, have caused themselves to mix paganism with the law, commandments, statutes, and ordinances of the Most High. This is why you see fragments of people doing or conducting things like bride price. Bride price comes from Israel. Yes, bride price comes from Israel. You read it throughout all the books, the holy books, or the books of historical accounts of the children of Israel, from Adam all the way to Jacob. They paid a bride price, and that price for a virgin. They didn't pray no. See, that's their version. Whether you're from all the way up from the top of Morocco all the way down to South Africa, you don't pay a bride price for a woman that have laid with a man. That is nothing there. The bride price is for the virgin. Now, I've seen one tribe in Africa that have done it right. They paid the bride price. The man paid so many thousand cows for this woman. This is a practice of the children of Israel. Now, apparently they have been influenced by Israel by these practices. Can you yourself go around and you look at things that are going around? Even in America, you find things that are remnant of the children of Israel as far as our practice. Yes, we do find that practice here. Even before the colonizer came, there was a practice of Israel. Now, does that mean that you're of Israel? It can mean that you can or you cannot be. It depends on who your father is. This is the way God is. This is the way he identified it. See, man's going by blood type and all this, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You might even have DNA. But if you have not come from your father's father, don't matter what your DNA is, because you could have got it from your mother. That doesn't count you as a child of Jacob. Doesn't mean that you cannot go through Israel and do that which God commands and be accepted of the Most High. What it means is that you're not the seed line of Jacob, which God counts. Yes, the Most High counts that. That is, you listen to the heathen, his scientific ways. No, that's not the way the Bible goes. God has laws, as I often say, from many things. Everything has a law, light, even paint, colors, and all this stuff, the way your eyes see things. Everything has a law, and when that law is violated, it gets warped. There's a law in the body that calls you to have children that are not whole. They are not functional, normally functioning. And these things are because a law has been violated. Yes. Now, therefore, he says now, and these are they that went up from Tel Harsha, this is verse 59, Cherub and Adan and Immer, they could not show their father's house and their seed whether they were of Israel. Now you have to realize the colonizer had to see this. They had to read all of this to understand that if we hide their genealogy, if we hide who they were, if we separate the elder from the younger, they cannot talk to each other voice to voice, and they will not know who they are. We can confuse them. We can do this and that. Yes, the Most High did watch over his Deuteronomy chapter 28, which he delivered to Moses. I want you to read the prayer of Daniel in Daniel chapter 9, starting with verse 6 or 7, and read all the way till he end that prayer. And you're going to find out what Daniel see is the same thing that has happened today. Yes. Or the prophet Daniel. He did have peace upon him because he did that which was right before the Most High. They could not show their father's house nor see whether they were of Israel. And the children of Deliah and the children of Tobiah and the children of Nekoda, 652. This is the people that say they were of Israel. Now the children of the priests and the children of Habiah, the children of Koz, the children of Barzillai, which took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai and the Gileadite, and was called after their name. They were called after the name of the father. Now only God knows whose Who in this situation? These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, put from the priesthood. These are Levites. They say they were Levites. They don't want any unclean men because God knows. 63. And Tirishhatha said unto them, they should not eat of the most holy things till there stood up a priest with the Urim and with Thummim. By that God will approve them whether they be true Levites or not. Now the whole congregation together was 42,000. So 40 and 2. Can't you get 144,000? Well, whatever. And 303 score. Beside their servants and their maids, in whom were 7,337, there were among them 200 singing men and women. God kept his choir now, just as the choir that is in the realm of the Most High. The heathen does not understand this, neither will he understand what I'm saying. The one who is not enlightened by the Most High. No, he will not. Christians definitely won't understand it, because I was one, and you're just so washed and brainwashed from a child in those things that you see, but they are not. Because you do not know you do not seek to understand and know God, even his laws, statutes, commandments, and ordinances, and what God says is about himself through his prophets. Regardless of how much PhD in religion or whatever you have, you are blind. He says their horses 730, and their mules 245, and their camels 430, and their asses 6,720. And some of the chief fathers with them came to the house of the I Am, which is at Jerusalem, offered freely for the house of God to set it. Now the house of the temple that Solomon built wasn't utterly destroyed, although some places have been knocked out and busted and everything else, but it wasn't utterly destroyed. And they gave after their ability to treasure of the work, 61,000 drams of gold, 5,000 pounds of silver, and that's a lot. That's tons of silver. And 100 priest garments, they found, which came out from Babylon and from the King Cyrus, which he got from Babylon, and the priests and the Levites and some of the people and the singers and the porters and the Nethinims, water drawers, dwelt in their cities, and all Israel in their cities. Yes, and God is restoring things. See, things, we don't have this here. Another people have taken our identity, those of us who are, or deem we are children of the Most High, even the child of Jacob, child of Isaac, child of Abraham, child of Eber, child of Shem, child of Noah, child of Methuselah, child of Enoch, child of Seth, child of Adam. Yes. And if we do keep those things, this is the only way you can be a part of Israel, is that you keep the commandments, statutes, and ordinances of the Most High. You cannot, if you're a Gentile, you cannot fulfill the law or the office of the priest. You cannot fulfill any office. You cannot even lead in Israel. You can fight. You can do many things. But you cannot lead nor direct his people, because you are not of the seed. And then of that seed, you still have to be qualified. And if we do those things that are right, it doesn't matter. If we win the favor of the Most High, we will have peace.
Walk with me.